Welcome back. No time
Go.
has passed. Hello, internet. Like and subscribe. Okay. And don't forget to press the bell icon. But no, seriously, previously you guys had been uh contracted by an Ulming, sorry, not Oolong. Ulming uh commissioned by an Ulming person to uh investigate a mineral outcropping, effectively, mineral deposit that came back with strange data, and they wanted to verify what may or may not. Maybe it's instrumentation there. Um, that you guys, when you guys came into geostationary orbit, you found that it wasn't just any kind of mineral outcropping. It looked like that in recent times there had been some kind of landslide or something exposing the a portion of what seems to be some kind of alien spacecraft. Guys had never or have never. None of you have any recognition of. But that's effectively where we left off last time. Uh, Crew, I will start you all on the bridge. Uh, I assume who would be doing the surface analysis? Who would be at that like console on the bridge?
It's right?
Ditch?
Analysis? That's
Yeah,
that's my guess.
I could walk over to it.
So yeah, Ditch, in your probably pretty well studied knowledge, you would not recognize this ship design as uh Ulming or the other race that I don't remember off the top of my head.
I write the law.
Jamex. The Shymex.
Chimex.
I not anything Shymek or Ulming, and definitely not human. It has this
Hmm.
weird kind of almost hexagonal like structure to it.
Okay. Well, everybody, it's not human. It's not Ulming or Tyvex, whatever the last one was.
Pyrex.
Shymek. Pyrex.
Pyrex. 5X.
I don't know. Chive? What did you call it? Chive something?
Shymek. The Shymek.
Shymek? Shymek.
SISHIMEK.
Shymek.
It goes
Shymek.
good with baked
Shymek.
potatoes.
Shymek.
Space.
I'm
Let's see what helps.
picturing like a like a
Oh, Grace, your headset's cutting out for some reason. You're breaking. I don't hear you. Am I not? Am I breaking up?
No, you're
I can hear you.
5x5.
No, I don't hear you either.
Grace, your headset went kaput. There you go.
that's because it turned itself off while I was talking.
That's
I like it when
Like,
mine does
I'm
that. too.
cutting Grace.
rude.
Off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Amy.
Too much RP time. Cut you off. 30 seconds.
Hello again.
Back to work. What were you saying, Amy? Sorry.
I don't really know anymore, and it wasn't important anyway.
Been there.
I'd like to run some basic analyses of any energy coming off of it, or life signs, or
None that you can detect, but getting like a power signature or some kind of radiant energy reading through the rock that it seems to be embedded in. That's one of the curious things about it as you kind of do a little delving on what's going on is it looks like it's been embedded in this rock perhaps uh tens of thousands if not over 1,000,000 years. You can't really tell
oh, that long?
the
Oh.
geological
Ooh.
um
Sorry, how long?
Yeah, how long?
Uh, at first blush, you would say at least tens of thousands of years. It's
Ooh.
embedded into the rock. It's not just like crashed there and got some dirt on top of it. It looks like it's solidly embedded into the rock itself, and that the landslide had kind of broken away some of the rock encrusted around it and
Mhm.
exposed this of the.
Um,
Hmm.
since I am an expert in technology and devices, um, and it says I can ask you a question that relates to my expertise, and you will answer it, and then you can ask me. It says
And
that
you will,
though.
I know,
Um,
and you will answer it. Like,
And
but
I
you
will
also
answer it.
you
and you
also
will
get to
answer it.
ask you ask me a question.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so you could get like weird about it or something. Um,
I
Not
would
yet.
never do that.
Never happened.
and maybe this isn't even possible, but could I tell what part of a ship that might be?
Sure. By the looks of it, it does look to be the kind of lower aft portion. You can see what looked to be at one time perhaps a kind of propulsion type system. Like this would have been the aft portion of the ship, if that's what you're trying to
Yeah,
uh ascertain.
it's the back of one. Okay.
Yeah, like the nose of it, or like the rest of the structure
Hmm.
is forward facing down into the rock itself.
Okay. Yeah, and now you can ask Ditch a question, and I have to answer it
Oh,
completely
okay.
honestly. I can't lie to you about something I haven't
Mhm.
thought of yet. That's where you save. I mean,
Okay, I'll
no.
save it.
Yeah, maybe it come up later instead of
Ask
better time.
Ditch ask question.
His
Well
favorite
set up.
kind of question.
Hmm.
Make Ditch.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know this to be true.
Yeah, you can tell it's like the aft and the lower aft portion of the.
Okay. Is this planet? Can we breathe down there? Can we? Will we freeze to death, or is it all? This is all going to be all vac suit stuff.
Um, you can. It has some oxygen, and nitrogen atmosphere. You could breathe it. Um, but it's quite cold.
Okay. So it's a parka environment.
Yeah, it's like.
Okay. Well,
But it's
uh,
definitely not just some mineral deposit.
is there any life signs on the planet or any energy signatures that might be coming from something that's not natural? Or are there dangerous natural energy signatures like a volcano that's like a mile away going to explode? Or obvious radiation or
You know, I like the geological thing. I would say there are some volcanic activity in the general area. You believe that may have been what uh
uh
those rumblings are what caused the rock face to become unstable in the first place, exposing the ship.
Well,
Is there
that's
any
good to
way?
know.
Do we see any way into the ship?
Anyway, like you see what look to be what could be hatches and things like that, like docking rings and things, but again, this is not a technology or a ship design that you were familiar
Yeah,
with. So whether or not that's the truth, I guess is not
yeah.
necessarily.
But we see things that could
Yes.
be.
Yes.
Okay.
So, is the ship organic? I know it's not anything we recognize, but is it organic?
No.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Ross is gonna get on the intercom.
Intercom. I love it. Go on.
Hi. I didn't know middle space hurts. Why do I have this lump on my head? And let me ask. I heard there's nitrous oxide on this planet. I'm going down.
Nitrous oxide.
I'm
Nitrogen
ready.
and oxygen.
Okay, so I'll be there shortly. I'll make my way to the bridge. Bye for now.
See you in a minute.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Since I got beat up last episode.
Mm-hmm.
No, we
I had
remember
to
why you
conk you
got hit in
good.
the
I
head.
know. Yeah. Why does it hurt so much, middle space? I don't understand.
Middle space is a troubling thing,
Every
Ross.
time I go to middle
Ah,
space,
middle space
and
hurts
with
me.
a lump on my
You know,
head.
I didn't pay. I pay for that. This time, for nothing.
Yeah, you don't take to it very well.
No. I like to have a drink first, so I'm beat up.
You know, that reminds me, we need to have a talk about dosage sometime. Let's do that later.
Okay, mom. I didn't have a mom, but that's what I had to. That's my
Asshole.
yeah, my response. I think I should say.
If we had mothers, we wouldn't be out here.
But to answer your question, Win, that you
Yes.
you would see what looked to be some methods of ingress.
Okay.
Anyone opposed to going down there?
No, let's go.
No.
Okay, I'll take her down. Take her in.
Take her down. That's what she said. Ha.
Hey, Ross. Somebody get this guy a drink. No, don't have a pilot now, right? Amy's not a pilot. Other shit.
Yeah, we need a pilot.
I
Oh,
think
Ditch
we
has
all
been
take
doing good.
turns doing piloting, but Ditch does the jumps because that's where we really need expertise. But I think for like general move, I think Ditch does the important stuff and we do the little in-betweeny things where you
Fair.
just have to go from A to B.
Exactly. I think he could fly the shit down. He's like,
So as you settle the ship into this kind of uh, valley, you realize that you're sitting on top of a gigantic ice sheet.
Hmm.
Blistering wind. And the biggest the first problem really presents itself to you guys as you kind of stare up at this ship kind of jutting out of this large mountain. It's very steep, and the rubble from the rock recently having fallen is very kind of loose. So you guys are effectively presented with a like 300-foot rocky climb up to just to get to the thing.
mm.
What's the size of it approximately? That is sticking that we can the visible size.
Trying to
Freaking
think of I'm
huge.
trying to think in scales. Not probably the only person this isn't helpful for is Grace, but like I in my head I'm thinking like no, I can't. Like it looks like it's like it's 5 school buses, the ass of 5 school buses wide by like 3 school buses tall chunk of this massive ship is
Mm.
jutting out of the rock face. Um it is covered in, you know, it clearly has some kind of metallic skin that has protected it over the years. You can even see some of the rock seems to have grafted itself directly into the skin itself over time. Um, but there's definitely the telltale signs of like where the pieces fit together and join together. Like I said, where there is like hatches and things kind of exposed for methods of ingress. Or maybe just access panels or have you. You're not entirely sure. But yeah, it's fairly significant in size. The chunk that you can see kind of hanging out of the mountainside.
Mhm. Mm. Okay. Well, I guess we should just tell the bishop to hang tight and go get ready and head on up there, right? And Adventures.
Yeah.
True.
Let's go. We're fit.
What's that?
Yeah, we
I
got
said
this.
we're fit. We
We're
got
fit.
this.
Oh, we're fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been slowly raising my stats when I get in advance instead of getting moves.
Mm.
Been doing both. Alternating.
Mm.
This would be your cool when you attempt to keep your cool under pressure to endure hardship.
Oh, I don't have the right outfit for this. Okay. What are we doing? Stored?
Doing a I'm gonna. I don't know. Are there rules around group roles like in
Don't
No,
think so.
no, no. You'd make them up if you want. It This kind of situation, it would probably be individual. It'd make more sense
Yeah.
because some of us might do fine, some of us might really screw the
Just
pooch.
rolling slick.
Yeah.
We're gonna be.
how you guys scale the
Keep your
mountainside?
keep your cool as stalwart.
Oh, stalwart. That's what I thought. Dirt. Why did I say slick?
I guess it
Damn
doesn't
it.
matter if you say.
Slicky stalwart. That's what I am gonna do.
So you said we're doing keep your cool.
Or
Oh, that is not good.
Now look at all the dice.
Not good at all.
Um.
Partial. Oh, I see Ross. Yeah, I mean, Win is
Partial.
had a little too
When
much to
when
drink.
sliding down the hill.
I'm
Can
so
one of us
fucking
catch
hungover.
him? I'd like to just try and real quickly grab him as he comes down. I was too down
Well,
for this.
well, Bobby said falling. Maybe Michael doesn't say falling. Maybe Michael says like
Where?
He stumbles and
an annoying
yeah.
itch under spaceport.
Maybe his pants riding up his buttocks.
I grabbed the wrong size vac suit.
Yeah, it's a little. It's
It's a little
cinching.
too small.
It's cinching me. Ow.
I
That's
mean,
all.
are you trying to help him, Amy? Like if you see him slip, like say the rock is you see loosens under his foot as he's climbing up and he begins to falter, would you try to react? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you
Yeah. I
okay?
basically want to reach out and stabilize him. Whoop, there you
Well,
go.
I guess you need to act
not
quick.
not to play Space Master's little helper here. We all have partial successes, so we all either
Yeah.
these next rolls all might have disadvantage if we choose disadvantage going forward for ourselves.
Mm.
Just
I
before Amy rolls.
just love it. I love it.
Or we could take stress or drop stuff, whatever. But nobody passed fully, so this is all
That's
bad.
right, Amy. Let's resolve your roll first.
Okay.
Little helper. Just
Yeah.
helping out.
No, it
I
makes
don't know
sense to
what I
resolve a
should
roll first.
No, it does.
No,
yeah.
it does. It does.
I love it though. I love this.
We're gonna resolve everyone's rolls first.
I'm a resolver. I'm a good resolver. Mommy says I'm a good resolver.
What was your choice, Amy? Sorry, I missed it.
I would like to leave something behind,
Oh no.
but I don't know what that'll end up being.
All of your battery packs fall off your suit. You don't have any light on your the only battery pack you have is only gonna last for like another 30 minutes. And then your
Okay.
suit's probably gonna start to power down.
The whole suit.
The
Whole suit?
Anything that's
Then I
powered
just
on
have
the
to go
suit.
back.
What's
Bye,
that?
guys. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can't let my suit die in half an hour and still go up a 300-foot climb. That seems dumb.
Fair enough.
I will go back and get batteries.
I will. We have comms and GPS, right?
I don't know about GPS, but you have
I was gonna
comms.
say comms, yeah.
To
GPS, I
ping.
wouldn't think.
You have local
That would
coordinate system
require.
kind of thing, but not GPS.
Okay.
So I don't think Amy should come back by herself on this alien landscape.
Bring the bishop.
No.
I'll go back with Amy. Ross will be like, "Oh, okay, let's go back." Like, doesn't really feel like
Like,
climbing up the
attached to
up
the
there. But I'm trying to be nice and not be all ragey and say, "What the fuck now?"
Nice to who?
To just be nice in general for like 30 seconds. No.
Well, let's resolve this first before Amy completely walks back. Amy, you as you stumble a bit yourself, you do see Win start to lose his footing. In fact, when Win starts to lose footing, it kind of cascades down the rest of the hill, and a large collection of rocks of varying sizes, from small pebbles to ones about the size of soccer balls, come tumbling down, kind of around all of you. Um, so, Amy, go ahead and give me that act under pressure, or sorry, the act quick. Absolutely huge. So you're able to like grab Win by his ankle or his belt or whatever and pull him over, and you both like roll over and flatten your bodies against the rocks and kind of slide down a bit. Unfortunately, that's where your batteries get kind of munched up. They kind of chewed up by the rocks. One of the big pieces of rubble kind of rolls over your battery pack, crushing them. Putting off a nice little lithium ion fire for a minute before going out.
I'm gonna go running over, yelling and
Oh,
screaming. Oh, are you okay? Is there okay? Oh, Amy, your batteries are all over. They're just. Oh, I don't think they're gonna work anymore.
I don't either. I think I better just go back and get some
No.
more. We
Yeah.
just got here, so.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
you're all going back, or
No.
Oh.
Amy
No,
can go
by the
back.
time I get to the top, they'll be getting there. To the
Yeah,
top, I mean.
Win and I can continue on just to make sure things are safe.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do that, intrepid explorer. I will go back to the ship. It's Amy. Because this pile of rock is pissing me off.
Already? We just
Yes.
got here.
Sliding around is not good for my knee. My head still hurts.
Are you trying to
Oh, too
score a
bad
storm
about
out
it.
of this, Brian?
It still hurts.
Maybe. I'm working on it.
Okay, cool. Keep doing
You
it. I
taking
want
any
to see you blow up
space
a mountain.
Tylenol?
Yeah.
Oh, up a
Yeah,
mountain.
I
Oh
have.
dear.
I got the space hurts. It's better than the space runs, I guess, but still, it's a bitch.
Hey Ross, get like a snack. I think you're a little hungry.
Bit of a diva.
The sneakers.
Get a snack. Ah, Ross. Okay. Okay. I'll do that just for you, Mr. Khakis, and I'll give Ditch a little wiggle.
Khaki.
Yeah, Mr. Khakis. Bring back my khaki grenades for you.
I don't think I could see the wiggle in the spacesuit, so I'll just give you a thumbs
He
up.
can't. Fuck. He tried. Ross tried. He's all now.
Yeah,
They're still pissed off because that didn't work because he knows the buttocks movement wasn't too
yeah. No, it's
dexterous.
lost,
Yeah, it's lost.
lost
It's
in the
fucking lost.
voluminous,
Voluminous space.
voluminosity.
And this fucking spacesuit doesn't fit right either.
Can be assumed.
Going to murder the bishop.
You should have a fitted,
What?
tailored suit
We
made.
have to do a side
Yeah, fit inside. Fit
mission
tracksuit.
quest for that scenario.
No, it's murder figured.
So we have not yet resolved Ditch. Did what? You partial?
I got a partial.
I was just gonna take a stress.
Okay, you can take his stress. And Ross.
Yeah, I'll take a stress because he's.
That's right. You're already pissed off. Fuck
Yeah,
this
I'm ready.
place.
Fuck this shit. Yeah, come on.
Fucking backwater Ming
Yeah.
planet. Who gives a shit?
Ming. Exactly. Why can't we be somewhere tropical zone A?
Ryza. Where's Ryza?
Yeah,
when
Ryza. Yeah, Ryza. Ming.
Okay. Well, that would leave Win and Ditch, who
and
decided
Dixie.
to continue climb the
Yep.
mountain, or
Win Dixie going up there.
Win, Ditch. You find yourself on the side of this ship. You can. It is metallic. It is not organic. And so for you, Ditch, this would be very kind of I mean using metal and metal components and things wouldn't be strange, but
Mm-hmm.
a ship that that travels and blah 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 that is non-organic would be very very out of ordinary.
There's no reason for me to think this is an organic ship that like fossilized into a metal.
Like
or
a
anything.
petrified ship.
Yeah.
No, it would not give that impression at all. It
Okay.
looked like
There's
if
a-
you were to knock on it like you were kicking the tires or whatever, it would give a very metallic, resounding resonance.
Can we? Is there rock between us and the metal everywhere, or is there pieces where the metal is actually exposed?
Oh, 100%. There's pieces where the metal's exposed.
Okay, so
you
it
can
has
touch
peeled
and
off.
feel it. Yeah.
I'm just touching it,
Mhm.
holding my hand onto it.
Yeah, it feels naturally cold. I mean, you're in a pretty cold environment to begin with.
I'm also wearing a vac suit.
Yeah, also. It's not giving off any radiant heat. Your vac suit would not pick up any heat signatures from.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking around for. Hey, Win, where do you think the door is?
I'm gonna note some of the spots that I had seen when I was looking before, and start keeping an eye out for some of them to see if we can find a door or way in.
I'm looking for the closest, lowest, easiest to get in
Yeah.
ingress point.
You notice you can kind of feel your hand when against one of the panels or what looked to be a panel, and As you feel your way across, you like brush some of the rocky crustiness away, and you notice that it has some writing that you don't recognize, but it's clearly indicating some kind of panel. Um, Kind of like a gas tank hatch. You kind of feel your way around it. I'm feel you feel your way around it, and as you kind of push your hands against it, it clicks like a bit like a like a gas cap thing, and it pops out, and kind of through like a spring action, it slowly pops out, and it looks like there's some kind of hand brace, or not hand brace thing, but some kind of like manipulator that you can twist effectively.
Okay, I'll start twisting it and
Just start twisting.
Twist and shout.
Um, as you begin to twist, almost immediately the ship reacts to your attention. Um, and you feel the ground around you kind of shake a bit. Uh, you would be concerned if you turned it more that it would do more shaking, and you were not exactly
I would
on super stable
yeah,
ground.
I would stop as soon as it started to shake.
Okay.
Wind, stop.
And is it noticeably after I've stopped that you say that?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I'll look at ditch and look around to see if there's a way we can secure ourselves to the ship. So like, because I would assume there's spots to like hook into
You're trying to
that
like anchor yourself.
to a secure point
Yeah, yeah,
on the
yeah,
ship. So
So when the ship breaks loose and rolls down the mountain, we're attached to it. We get to be
it's
part
enough
of the
enough of the
roll.
mountain. I'm not worried about it rolling on us.
yeah. Well, let's see how
Yeah,
that
well,
roll
Um,
goes, huh? So,
it's more of the stone and rock coming off of the ship
right,
mhm.
right.
around us. So
Well, is there a place we could get shelter? No, maybe. I guess, yeah. Is there like attachment points we could figure out a way to?
So in my head, I envision this kind of chunk of ship actually creating a bit of an overhang outcropping from.
Hmm.
So my head, you guys could kind of anchor yourself. I don't know. I've seen videos of the most insane people imaginable, people who climb mountains, where they anchor themselves into the side of the mountain kind of thing, and then they hang there.
mhm.
Um, I imagine you could do something like that if you have like rope and things. I would assume might bring those kinds of things with you. I don't know. Um, so I imagine that yes, you could absolutely protect yourself from falling, anchor yourself directly to the ship itself, and protect yourself from falling from any rock or anything. But I do believe that there is something to be said for the fact that you would, as I think Ditch rightly points out, you just kind of be hanging there. Um, so it'll put you in a different problem. Sort
Can
of.
I would like to look at the door to see how it works. If there's a way to possibly, assuming it's a door, turn the handle and open it, maybe slower or at a different angle, or
Well,
using my.
the what he's pulling itself doesn't necessarily lend itself to seeming like a door. And when he was pulling it, it felt like the rumbling was coming from relatively nearby. But like something like the ship itself was rumbling against rock. Effectively, the rock itself.
That's just weird. Ships aren't like sentient or anything. Um,
Well, what do you mean? Yours is kind of sentient.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, that's just artificial intelligence. That's not true sentience.
Is it? It's
I don't know.
organic.
Yeah, but
You
the
should know
operating.
I
you're the
kind of picture it as
scientist.
more like Moira, but I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
that's
watch
just
enough of that show.
because I think of Farscape automatically. Should.
Hmm. No, once Ben Browder moved to Stargate for the last few seasons, I can't go back.
I don't know who that is.
The guy who was the main
I don't know
character.
why that would be relevant to. Okay.
Because I only not as
He is an ace pilot
oh, is
in
he? That's right,
Farscape.
he's an astronaut or something, right?
Yes.
So he only plays the same characters all the time.
Sort of.
Like most actors, it feels like.
Yeah, especially those Canadian sci-fi actors.
Yeah.
I'm a dozen.
Yep. That's why you always see the same ones in all the same shows. Which is totally true.
Okay.
Okay.
Canada.
So why were you turning this?
Yeah. What was going on?
I'm not sure this is what you thought it was.
I thought it was to open the door
What door?
or a door. I should say
Any
a
door?
door.
Okay. Does it seem to be attached to anything that would indicate it's attached to something? That whatever, you know what I mean? Or it just goes into the mechanism goes into the ship and
Yes. The mechanism effectively goes into the ship. I think the only indicator that it might do something you may want to is it has a bunch of text that you don't necessarily understand.
Are you fishing for how dumb Ditch should think Win is being?
I
Ditch,
mean,
you
Win
bitch.
literally just grabbed the first thing that would move
Yeah.
and that
This looks
like
like a
popped
door.
open and turned it. That's. But I
yeah.
also said I was looking for the spots that I saw that were hatches. So that's kind of why I
Yeah,
assumed
this
that
part
was
moved,
Hey man, you
obviously.
see
control
lever, you
for a
pull it, man.
hatch.
There's a hatch with a lever. Are there anything that looks like an entrance nearby? Like a real door?
That's why I thought that's what I was looking for. That's why I thought that that's what this seemed like when it popped open. So
What seems like a door, not particularly. Nothing you would think of as a door. Like I said, there are things that look like they're maybe access panels, like Min is currently interacting with, and other plates.
What's the
But
next closest access panel? I'm going to ask you each one individually.
okay,
No, I'm not.
access panel 3B-12 is
Mhm.
the next closest access panel.
Like,
It's
well, I
about
guess is there another one
400
that does?
feet inside the rock face.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm being a turd. Another access panel. Nothing jumps out at you particularly that has like similar writing around it that you saw when interacting with. Um, most of the other panels themselves look very are like flush mounted, feel very secure. Their placement. So Win is interacting with
The only one that really seems like it's going to work.
got writing on it.
I don't know when. This is outside my purview.
I say we just turn it and go.
You know, your instincts, you are really good. You've been fighting wars and stuff. I mean,
He has absolutely no idea what he's doing in regards to this. He's
I'm
just
gonna.
going, "Yeah,
What do you mean?
screw
You've
it.
been
What's going to
fighting
happen?"
wars and stuff.
Yeah.
I fought in wars. Yeah.
Your
Veteran of
instinct.
1,000 psychic wars, man.
Doesn't
Did-
this teach
did-
you as a war taught you all you need to know about this situation?
I
Yeah,
guess
just brute force, go through.
yeah.
See lever,
While he
pull lever.
while he turns it again, I want to keep a very close eye on everything to see if I can see any of the mechanism of what causes it to cause things to shake or
And we
anything
are
else.
tethered to the
Yeah, and we attached ourselves.
ship,
Sure.
right?
Yes.
I would assume we'd want to attach to the ship and not the rock, because I'm assuming the rock can fall away. I don't know where we are on this 5x3.
5x2 bus butt. Yeah.
Bus
Yeah.
butt.
You guys find a sufficient place to anchor yourselves to the ship itself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull the camera back, and it's gonna be we're gonna pull back for a second. We're gonna move over to Ross and Amy, who I feel are just having some casual conversation on the bridge. When out, the camera will kind of pull focus back from them, and then kind of zoom out the front like bridge windshield basically, and show the rock face in front of you, and then all of a sudden you just see Win reach his hand in and twist, and this huge rumbling starts to happen, and like all of this rock and debris go flying out, or just like
Oh,
kind of rumble out, and you just see them kind of swinging as it all rumbles around them and leaves them with this kind of it's the ship itself is shoved a huge amount of the rocky debris out of the way, exposing what looks to be like a loading bay. Yes, of
Oh,
it.
perfect. Nice job, Win.
See?
Yeah.
So
Just I had no
Ross,
clue.
Amy, you see these two jokers kind of hanging, swaying, high fiving each other, uh, kind of hanging off the ass end of the ship.
I whispered to Amy. Yeah, they think they're so cool looking. I think they both have some,
They're
you know.
not hot shit.
No, I think the hot shit is in their pants now.
What is it
Ah,
with your fascination with shit, Ross?
it is. We all do it. It is. It's a universal function, so all can relate to everybody.
All right,
Okay.
let's get back.
All right. Hi, jackasses.
I'll wave
Oh, you
back.
look so cool. Yeah. Oh, you're so cool. You're so
Learning to
cool.
fly.
You're learning to fly, and I ain't got wings. You're so cool, Brewster.
You're just mocking him
Perfect.
through the glass, basically. Yeah, you're
Oh
so
yeah, completely.
cool.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
no, we turned our comms on for that last part.
Yeah, the last part I got.
Glad back.
All right, we come back. Do we have enough batteries now? Do we have
Actually,
like extra?
if we have the comm ability, then is there anything else we should bring?
Yeah. Hello, flying
Need anything?
monkeys. Do you need anything, flying monkeys? Wow, we are here. Hmm.
I don't know.
Hungry?
Hmm.
No?
Rope, more rope.
More rope.
Okay.
All right, get the adventurous pack
A
out.
ladder.
Take that with us.
A 10-foot stick?
Do we need chalk too and a mirror?
All right, off we go.
Should bring ski poles.
Can we get down?
Michael muted himself.
Yeah, sorry, I had to cough. Yeah, you see the Amy and Ross. You would walk back out, I suppose, into the cold, frigid air, and you would see these two jokers hanging in the air. Are you guys slowly rappelling yourselves down?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let them
So-
dangle, flangle.
Yeah, we're in no rush to get back to them. We're just strolling our way back.
Fair
No,
enough.
this is fascinating. I'm in a rush to get down and see what just happened.
Yes, you should go first, Ditch.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to get inside. So I'm
Yes.
probably moving quicker.
It's because I've been explaining in detail to Win the
entire
mechanisms
time,
of what he
He's
just
literally
did.
trying to get away from Ditch.
I'll go face first into the abyss. I don't care. Shut the fuck up, Ditch.
I'm hypothesizing about what this could be in really big words.
So yes, anyway, this will be the hypothesis. hypotenuse of the coterminous vibronium angle that
Mhm.
Cointreau solidified in his theses from the Third Age. You know you're not on camera anymore, right?
I know.
Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are.
Because
Oh.
he was putting something away we shouldn't have seen.
Yeah.
Don't look at that. Ignore that, please.
The fifth of scotch I have to put down just to deal with you guys every Tuesday night.
Just to pull this shit together.
No, you guys would find all four of yourselves kind of classic TV episode meeting. You all kind of reconverge or reconvene there at the base of the loading ramp, for lack of a better term.
Ooh. Excuse me.
It's only about 2 people wide, 2 humans
Oh.
wide, and leads up into a small, what I can only describe as a landing area, and a large, very tight-looking doorway access with the doors closed.
So there's nothing in the space we're in other than the door out.
What are you looking for specifically? Like, are you looking for
Uh,
like a handle or a lever or?
Sure, handles, levers, pipes, wiring, lights, dead
Absolutely.
bodies,
No
gold.
lights, no dead bodies. I mean, there might be lights, but it doesn't seem like any come on for you.
Mm-hmm.
There is a a panel next to the door, like a basic like pin panel, but they're all like push buttons, and they all have uh like symbols that you don't recognize.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Hmm. Uh,
I'll ask when. Or no, we got Amy and Ross. They haven't been doing too much. They just had a comedic interlude. What do you think of this, Amy? How do you proceed to a locked door when you're presented with something like this? You almost guaranteed there's something on the other side of that door of value.
Well, I mean, if it's if it's all metal panels, then maybe some of them depress or something, and that's how you unlock it. So I guess I would start by trying to just examine the whole area around it, poking things and, trying to find anything that is interactable.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Not to interrupt Amy if you need to get back to her, but this might flow into that. I might want to use my scanner to scan a strange environment, organism, or device and
Awesome.
expend a use and have advantage on a scope it out. Is it
Excellent.
possible I could use my scanner, whatever that is, to maybe run a
My answer's gonna be
program
yes.
to
Absolutely.
start deciphering, start maybe figuring out what these symbols might mean?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna have Amy roll a scope it out because she was doing like a ocular pat down of the immediate area.
Yeah, the one I'm looking for is just
No,
figuring out,
no,
see
he
if we
has
can
a
figure
thing.
out
It makes sense.
Okay.
the language. I mean, you might see something that actually matters where I'm sitting there figuring it says turn on, turn off, yes, no.
Go ahead
So
and roll
that
your
you could get different stuff.
scope it out. You have a device.
Okay, I will roll it with advantage, expending a use. Uh, and I now have an item on me. Do still not a great roll. Okay, one. Um, I guess. Could I use what should I be on the lookout for regarding figuring out how to this language? Or would that fall under who or what here could be a useful opportunity? Or
Well, I mean, you said you're using like some kind of hacking tool.
it's the scanner. It's the generic scanner in the game. So it's a little
Okay.
scanning computer. So I mean, maybe with
I mean, so
time it
it
can.
yeah, like so it does like yeah, you like pull it out like Google Translate or something, right?
Yeah,
You like
it'll
pull
get
it out, you face the
the more I
camera at
see, it'll
the
get better. Yeah, it's like
yeah, you get it.
Like
Uh,
the
cryptography.
translator from Enterprise.
yeah, it's like Trek, yeah, where it's got a
Hmm.
needs a data set to work from to translate through.
Exactly. That's what I'm going for.
Um, so yeah, you go about compiling a you scan the number pad or what you assume is a number pad of symbols, go outside and you scan the language the writing on the hatch that Win was interacting with earlier to get some language. You poke around some more. There's some other areas that were exposed when during the rumbling, as the exposed and access more um, bits of language, words are kind of strewn about, plastered on the side of the ship. Uh,
It just says warning, do not
yeah,
enter.
basically, yeah,
Dangerous.
exhaust, hot, things like that. Warning, caution, etc. And what the translator assumes to be a series of. Amy, give me a scope it out as well.
Ooh.
So, I'm gonna narrate a thing here. With both of your partial successes, Amy, you kind of feel around. You're looking in all the nooks and crannies of the ship, and you kind of look on the edge of like one of the the housing for the hatch. Kind of feel it, and feel something's kind of scratched in. It feels like scratched into the metal there, and when you go up and look up, see it, you see that they kind of look like five of the symbols that are uh, presented on the panel itself. And so, Ditch, when you come by and you start scanning all the things, you scan in the symbols themselves as well, and you guys have your sequence of symbols to punch in at the door. So someone had scratched the password basically into the top of the hatch.
Nice. I think we're just lucky.
My
It's
thought
terrible
process being
security.
aliens are just like us, forgetful and
Mm.
stupid.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you don't know that, but it basically it's password in there.
Password is password.
Enter.
But what greets you are almost claustrophobic hallways. It opens them to this very vertically spaced um corridor about only it's actually not very tall at all. It's just very vertical. So it's only about 4.5 feet vertical and like 3 feet wide. These corridors are clearly for a race much shorter, I guess, humans.
Well, this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Ah,
All
Is
right,
there
squish down.
is there only one tunnel that we're going into? Like one direction we can go?
You see that the tunnel kind of snakes back a while, but it gets dark. There's no real light. I assume you have torches on your um back suits of some sort,
Sure.
Probably
flashlights.
on our heads.
Sounds good.
Yeah, like on
mm,
the headgear, the helmet. Yeah.
But even still, the headlamps will peer down into a murky blackness. But the tunnel does
Mm,
go off for a while, and there are some what looks to be uh, doors or accesses to various compartments down the main access.
hmm.
But it is very cramped, yes, and cold.
We wouldn't notice the cold in particular in our vac
No,
suits, though.
but the temperature, I
Cozy.
guess they have temperature gauges. I guess
Probably.
read out.
yeah.
This is fascinating. I'll start walking down the hallway because
Let them go
this is
first.
cool.
Win's gonna bring up the back.
How tall
Get
are
up the rear.
you, Ditch?
Like probably 5'8".
You're crouching down the hall.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, as you walk down the hall and you get like a closer look, Ditch, notice that not only is it like non-organic and made out of metal, but although it can't tell if it's just the frost from the cold or what, uh, but it seems like the walls themselves have this very kind of metallic-y, glossy feel to them, almost very mercurial.
Hmm. That's fascinating. I am not a material scientist, though.
That's
Oh,
fine. That's fine.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say perhaps Win. Maybe you should scrape some off. Take a sample.
I mean,
Just go.
Bubba.
I meant to say a ditch. I'm sorry, not Win. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Giving orders from the front. No. Ross is
oh.
fucking with ditch. Like, maybe you run your finger along the wall.
We'll
Okay.
hold off on that just for a minute, Ross. Let's just see what else we can find first. But it's a good
Okay.
idea. It's a good idea. We'll take a
I'm I'm
sample.
I'm here to help.
So
Yeah, just keep going.
yeah, the camera pulls back a bit and it focuses back down onto the Win, Amy, and Ross as you kind of see Ditch crawl his way deeper into the uh structure or whatever you want to call it.
Give him
Um
some lead space.
yeah. How does this affect you? I'll start with Win. How do you feel about this space?
um, he's fine with tight spaces.
Okay.
That's not an issue for him.
Would you just follow Ditch?
Oh, I said I was bringing up the rear.
Oh, okay. Okay. Perfect.
Um,
Ross, how do you like the tight spaces?
Love him.
Don't be weird about it.
Not being weird. Love it.
That's the most honest thing Ross has ever said.
Claustrophile?
Like the ship's giving me a hug.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Now, see, you're weird about
Now
it
you're
now.
weird about it.
Of course. Do you don't expect anything else? Please
Ooh.
continue.
Would
Let's
you just
continue
follow
further.
Ditch in?
Um, Ditch is getting some head lead time, like
Ditch is getting head. Okay.
like
Um.
few feet ahead. You know, like I don't know,
Right.
couple 3 feet, because if something comes out, at least have time to
Something
react.
jumps Ditch. Ross has time to react.
Yeah, have time to like scream, run away, or try to do something.
Amy,
Yes.
do you follow Ditch?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Ditch. As you make your way forward, you uh come to after about I want to say 100 feet continual
Mm-hmm.
crawling, uh, at an odd angle. So you all are kind of in like I don't know, like 45 degrees harsh, but a 30-degree angle headed down in a downward slope, kind of because
Mm-hmm.
of the way the ship has been wedged in rock itself.
Mm. Yeah.
So you all have this kind of downward slope. Like gravity's kind of always pushing you. But as you find the end of this large tunnel, you find yourself in another door ditch. This
Um.
time you do find. Sorry, go ahead.
No, no, no. Tell me what I find. I might change
You do
what I
find
say.
another, push button panel,
Mm-hmm.
covered in symbols, and
Mm-hmm.
there is some writing around. Um, but your translator still hasn't been able to pick up what all the words mean.
Right. Um. As I was walking down, I was analyzing everything. Is it possible that this is inorganic living metal that I'm experiencing as I walk down?
Well, anything's possible.
Well, is it impossible? Can we negate it? Can we find the null hypothesis? I don't know, I'm probably doing that backwards. Um,
What's just trying to figure out exactly? He wants to know if
like
it's a
so, our ships are organic, but is this an inorganic, like living metal that functions the same way our ships do?
no.
Because you no, okay, okay.
And no.
Ah, I'm so disappointed. Thought I was,
It's
but
just
no, I don't
Yeah,
think.
I should have just said maybe and let you stew on it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. I'm just trying to get a sense of what the material is that we're walking past. That's on the walls or the walls themselves, because it doesn't seem to be just metal. Because you said it was had that mercurial kind of texture to it or something. So if anything comes up from that, um, but I'll be like, hey, come on, guys, there's another door. Uh, there's some writing and stuff. Check this out.
fair enough.
And it's
Um, Ditch, if you do take a close look at the panels, or the walls and stuff, you would even be able to pry back some of the panels and look at uh, the inner workings,
oh,
the plumbing, so to speak.
I would totally be doing that.
Okay. Um, yeah, as you pull back the panels, you would see absolutely fascinating. You'd be like, what? These are the wrong phased plasma coils, and this interface is for a completely different hybrid
How do they do this?
dilithium stream. What is this?
Amazing. Is the ship damaged on the inside that I can pull these panels back, or they're just
No, they're
accessible?
designed to be accessible,
Okay.
but they want to keep the main in like. I look at them as like Trek panel, like in Star Trek, where they have the panels, like you just pull the panel off and you can see all the
Yeah.
guts and glory. But they keep all that dressed.
Yeah. I'm gonna yell
Um,
back to these guys as they come up. I'm gonna yell out things that I discover. Like, look, oh my god, that I don't care. I can't even do it right now.
Oh, let
Um,
me write this down.
oh, it's a good idea, Ross. Thanks.
Yeah.
Win'll reply to him over the comms and be like, hey, you don't have to yell.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, sorry.
this
But it's just
hypermatter
so
injector.
exciting. And I say that real loudly.
Yeah. So yeah.
But
Shoot, I should have reminded him that the comms are there.
just
Now he's
turn
just
off.
gonna talk over the comms.
Mm. Super. Thanks.
Come on, guys. Let's see where this hatch goes.
You first, as
Yeah.
always. Just an
Sure.
explorer.
Beep, boop, beep,
Let's go.
boop, beep, boop.
Yeah, I'll see.
Have I
Is there?
seen any kind of activity behind us?
How you
Anything?
guys getting in? I mean, the door's closed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What did you ask, Gwen?
I was asking if I had seen anything like behind us, any movement or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
I'll try the same password if we don't see anything else indicating nearby.
When you try that password, you hear this loud clunk, but the door does not give.
Got it.
Hmm. Darn. Uh, are any of the symbols around that are like scrawled on the side? You said right or something like that.
You looking for to see if somebody else
Yeah.
scratched the password?
Yeah.
Yeah. If there's
No
anything I
luck
could
in
figure out about it.
this time, unfortunately.
Are
Hmm.
are there any buttons that are more worn than others?
Win with the.
I love where you're going here, Win. I truly do. I don't know how to play that game wise.
The little reptilian finger, or is it a big like claw?
That's a great question. The symbols look almost scrawled in, like clawed in. You would
Hmm.
um
We should
you
blow it
know,
up.
I just like the moxie win. You're like, I got this.
I like your
Just like
moxie, kid.
dust it off a little. You're like checking out the wear pattern, and you're just like, and it goes, ka-chung, and the door gives.
Ooh. Check out the big brain on Win.
Nice, Win.
I knew the password.
Yeah.
I'm just that good.
Nice.
Don't be
what
cocky, kid.
what opens up is the very obvious control room. Um, it's filled with like just panels and instrumentation, levers and things that don't entirely make a ton of sense to you guys. Um, but as you approach, one of the little consoles kind of comes to life in the center of the room. This little holographic display pops up.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Oh
um,
yeah, I would have run over. I thought.
Yeah.
um,
Oh, how much can you run in this?
you
Okay,
just see
4
that
foot.
you would all notice that it seems to be a not an actual orrery, but like a why can I think of the word? Like a solar system map showing where you guys are now. You would know it would show, the planet you guys are on. You would recognize that you're on planet. Um you would recognize, that it was showing you a 3D hologram of where you are now in space
Uh-huh.
in this solar system.
Huh.
Is there any like seating, like chairs, recliners,
Yeah.
workstation
Um
type?
there
Gauge what interests be here.
mhm.
Say,
There is furniture, or what you
gotcha.
must assume is furniture, but none of it could probably fit any of your butts. Uh, Very
Bitch.
thin and small chairs. Very thin. I'm emphasizing thin on purpose. It's like
Delicate.
half the width of your standard chair for than a human.
The other slender people. Get out of here.
Is there anything else indicated on that map, the star map? Like clearly like pinging or bright or highlighted?
I mean, it shows it. You would notice that there is like a little light where on the planet where you guys are right now, where the ship itself
Mhm.
is. Um, are you trying to interact with the hologram?
No, I was just wondering if something else showed up that was highlighted along with us, like other ships in orbit or other
Not that you
planets,
see, and in fact, your
especially.
well, I guess your ship wouldn't show up. It's not in orbit. No, it doesn't seem like
Okay.
there's anything of note in.
Are there any windows? Viewports?
Uh, you see what look to be windows, but they are shuttered from the outside. It looks like there's some kind of steel, um, well, not necessarily steel, but some kind of metallic
Right.
shielding that
Shielding. Hmm.
that has been clamped down.
Um,
I should just start pushing some buttons and levers. Don't you think?
no, let's
Probably not.
let's be why don't you come look at this star map with me? It's really fascinating.
Just walk around.
Anything else seem to come
I'm gonna go like
active
this
when
to
we
the
came in
star
the
map.
room?
Stick your hands in it.
I'm gonna stick my hands in it like I'm
Well,
shaping
Amy, you asked if they
living
came alive.
blueprint.
Are you interacting with anything, a la Ross, or are you just approaching things?
Looking to see if there's anything to interact with, like other than the hologram. I would like to try and get into their computer systems in some kind of way if that's possible. I don't know if
Um,
that's my goal.
your goal is to get into the computer system.
Yeah, I mean, my hope is that his translator thing will kick off sometime soon and we can read some of these symbols and maybe even figure out why they were coming here and what happened and anything like that.
No,
But
no,
did
I'm with
somebody
you.
post something?
Oh, did somebody post something?
I just saw everyone on cam go giggly. So
Yeah. That's about right.
A little
Scale.
taller than that, but yeah,
Yeah.
marginally taller, marginally.
Just fucking.
Um, yeah. Do you have like a role for that? Do you have like a?
I mean, I don't really know what I can do. I don't know. Can you? What am I doing?
I don't know what you can do either.
I, as a player, am trying to figure out what is in front of me
Fair
that
enough.
I could reasonably think might be interactive in a way that I could get into the computer.
Yeah, I mean, you absolutely could find a console that looks interactable for sure. Like I said, there's levers and consoles. Are you trying to turn them on? Like you said, you're not trying to interact with things. So I guess I don't really understand
Oh, I
how
said
you're
that I wasn't.
approaching it.
You asked if I was trying to interact with things a la Ross. No. I'm not going giggly
A little more
into
finesse,
things.
I guess, is what you're trying.
I'm just trying to turn the computer system on if I can.
Buddy wants to be better.
Yeah, it'll start to if you start fiddling with things, you'll notice screens start to blip on. Boo, boo, boo. You'll like the monitors will start to turn on. Stats will start rolling by again. Symbols you don't fully understand yet. But yeah, Ross's or sorry, not Ross's. His computer is churning away at them.
Nom nom nom.
Nom, nom, nom. So give me hacking and cracking.
Okay.
You're like looking at it, you're like, this is just so binary.
Mm.
Fail.
Do I get to choose one of these?
Yeah, you
Mm,
do whatever you
I
want.
think because I failed,
Failed, yeah.
Hard call.
it's not just going to take a while to get in. I think I failed to get in. I don't know.
I'm
That's how
thinking.
I would read a
I
roll
really
that
like the
has
prompt of
difficulty.
you'll have to trigger an alarm or alert. Um, so as you go playing with things, um, as you try to hack in, you're perhaps maybe a bit of hubris. You're like, oh, this is, you're having your like, "Oh, it's just a Unix system from, Jurassic Park. I know this, but it's not
I
just a
hate
Unix system. What's that, Grace? Sorry, Amy?
hate to be a dick to myself, but you're basically giving me the 10 roll. If you're just giving me one of the complications and not having me just fail.
Well, no, you're gonna fail. What do you
Oh,
mean?
you'll fail all right.
Oh, okay.
I guess I don't
Sorry, it
understand.
sounded like I was succeeding but getting a complication. I misunderstood. Go ahead.
No, you haven't succeeded at anything.
Okay, I'm
Um,
sorry.
Oh, I will
One.
break you down.
no, as she starts to interact with the systems, uh, those who are also on the bridge will notice all of the screens turn on and all of them go this kind of pink, this hot pink, and start to flash something. This one particularly, this like emergency symbol, and while that happens, kind of all around you guys, the like all of the monitors will be flashing this, and the doors will close will slam shut to the bridge, kind of leaving all four of you in there in this blinking pink mess. And
Guess I shouldn't try turning on computers.
Can I can I figure out what the symbol says? Are we at that point yet? Or does it literally just is it gonna just say emergency? I guess that would be interesting if it did.
I mean it says alert, alert,
But, okay.
alert.
I'm gonna yell to
And
everybody.
yeah, bits
Hey,
are
I figured out that's the alien word for alert.
yeah, there's bits and pieces that are
Which
popping
which
out. Just like in Trek when they're translating
okay.
and certain words will pop out. You're seeing certain words start
Hmm.
to pop up in your guys's embedded AR if you have such a thing. So the words will start to translate it for you. And that one is definitely popping up. Alert, alert.
So
Uh,
at a happy hour. Hot pink.
I'm gonna go
Alert.
running over to Amy. Amy, can you turn that off the way you turned it
Sure.
on?
Sure, maybe. Let's
Let's
see.
start there. Let's start with that.
Sure. I'll try undoing the thing that
Thanks.
I
I
did
got
that
it.
did
I
Turn that off.
but nobody says to me, don't touch the
Sorry,
hologram.
Amy.
It's gonna
Yeah, did
fuck
anything
with
happen when he
everything.
was playing with the hologram?
Oh, right. Ross, you started playing with the hologram?
No, let Amy do hers. But yeah, I was saying because she's like all diligent, like do do do. I'm gonna check this out, and then it's like hot pink alert alert. I'm like, and everybody's
Yeah,
fucking with me. And I went like this to the.
the
like,
camera will show Amy doing her hacking, but in the back will like go across her face, and in the back it'll be Ross messing with the hologram, and the hologram you'll see will interact with Ross, and Ross will pinch and zoom and that kind of thing, and he can move around, even get super close to the planet itself. Um, and then if he interacts with certain parts of it, it'll like move back and forth through time, so it shows
ooh,
how long they've been there. Um, and you scroll for a long, long while. Um, the ship has timer log and been for I want to go with 300,000 years.
essentially, we're in a crypt. Everybody, just so you know,
Yeah.
this is a tomb.
And then
It's
while
coming to
you
life.
and then while you're figuring that out, all of a sudden pink starts showing up everywhere. Alert, alert. Um and then I would suppose that would be when I came over to Amy, asked her
Mhm.
if she could politely turn that off.
See, I fuck with stuff. I get knowledge of the past and time. Amy, tick, 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 and then we get hot pink. We're all going to die.
It's okay, Ross. I'm sure Amy's got it well in hand.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
Amy?
She
Amy?
ran away.
Amy? Where'd she go?
She
Oh
can't run
no.
away. You're all stuck in the
Yes,
same.
I'll do the roll.
Yes.
What am I rolling for this?
I would just do
Hate,
hacking and cracking it.
hate being do it all hack. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, you like
See?
you wipe your brow and you get back in there. You're like you mess with it, and then all the monitors go back like refresh. The alert goes off. You know, the red light turns off, and the bridge is basically just lit up. Um, the panels start to glow, and you will see like words start to show up properly as the Amy. You will start to see your console giving off uh, years and years of what are
I
effectively
back off
empty
and let
logs.
Ditch deal with it. I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Uh, what did you say she was seeing? Something about it.
It was like a ledger, a log of years of logs and
Okay.
stuff.
Oh, this will give me plenty of samples for my translation work.
Say it again, sorry.
Should give me plenty of samples for my translation work.
Oh,
That's actually
absolutely. A
working.
lot of the words will start to pop up and show just, log entry, date, log entry, date, log entry, date. And it's an automated logging system as the ship uh over the years has been giving a lower and lower reserve power uh level, basically logging every year.
Oh, hey, Win, can you check to
Yes.
see if the door will open again? Or did it
Uh,
open?
I'll go. Yeah. If it didn't open, I'll go see if I can open it.
It didn't immediately open, no, but it will open. And I should say the ship seems to have some power, although you'll find one of the gauges that give you that information. It is disastrously low, and you guys have turned everything on. Maybe not everything. It's not like you're trying to shoot guns or something, but
Couldn't we figure out how to turn a lot of stuff off that doesn't seem like it is necessary yet?
you can try, sure.
I'd love to try.
How would you go about how would Ditch go about trying to figure out things to shut off? Will you just start examining the
I'm going to start examining everything. Since I'm an expert in technology and devices,
Uh-huh.
um, I am going to explain in great detail to all the crew members around me exactly what I'm doing, exactly what I'm thinking about the areas that we can turn off to reserve the power, and what we might want to leave on to be able to investigate further.
Hmm.
And if I do that, then they might have advantage going forward based on that knowledge. But I'm just trying to figure out how to turn off the non necessary parts. And if they have an idea, maybe they'll get advantage to do it
Hmm.
regarding stuff like that. That's what I was trying to jockey in there.
I see.
That was my way of cheating.
Cheating.
Yeah, using the rules.
Cheating using the rule.
Yeah.
Um
but I can't really give myself advantage because I'm smart. All I can do is that +1 or minus thing on the lists if I end up with a list move or something.
What? Sorry, Doug. What you're trying to you're trying to help them with translation. Sorry.
Well, I'm basically trying to just I'm trying to figure out what to turn off, and I'm also
Right, right,
telling
right.
everyone else that if they can figure something out, they'll have advantage doing it because that's just part of my expertise thing.
Hmm.
But that might not make any sense, so it might just be me trying to figure out what to turn off. Save power.
Um. Yeah, you would be able to see you guys are basically in the cockpit, the bridge, whatever you want to call it, of this vessel. Um. The words would start to show up in your AR uh ditch, and things would start to finally click. You're able to read systems and panels. You be able to go over to a console and interact with it and shut down certain subsystems. Would see that there is like 3% reserve power.
Mm.
Um, and when you guys got in here, the log showed like 5. So you guys burned through a ton of reserve power just fucking around, basically. Um,
Mm.
and
That's
as you start to
unfortunate.
shut things down, like the ship starts to shut itself down, obviously, as you
Hmm.
click things through, and you ditch just shut everything. You're like, I don't want to lose any of the power. Shut everything off, and the only thing currently running, as you shut everything down and everything turns back into the dark, lamps turn back on in your suits. You all just see Ross still messing around with the with the fancy hologram. The only thing still running because it has its own like capacitor system is the nav system, indicating where you are, and you can all kind of huddle around it. Um, and Ross, you would move back. You would roll all the way back to when it first, even before it was here, and you will see a log where the ship itself leaves a log of it getting struck by meteorite, long FTL flight, up veering off course, crashing here. Survivors were in fly again, and ultimately, you don't have law. The ship doesn't have video or everything of it, but as far as you can tell, they abandoned the ship.
Go.
Mm.
Why you aren't sure? Either they like if they were rescued or what, but the ship was abandoned, scuttled.
Hmm.
Is there any way to proceed further?
I don't know. What do you? Let's
See if they
proceed to
left
you.
anything behind.
Sure.
Is that what you're
You
thinking?
guys have basically just entered one of the rooms. You saw multiple corridors. Uh, like there's definitely areas of the ship you have yet to explore. There's quite a bit of it that you have not really scoured. I mean, you're looking for stuff, right? You're looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, no, there's definitely areas to
That's
explore
what.
for you guys in this spaceship.
As much as I don't to son,
Are
has
there
to be something here to steal.
are there other doors out of the bridge than the one we came in?
Oh, directly out of the bridge itself? No.
Yeah. No. Huh. Okay.
We gotta go back.
Yeah. Let's just we can go back and check out those other doors.
Yeah.
I mean, they're right down the hall, so lockdowns.
Can't hurt.
Open
It's
one up.
true. Okay, Indy, you go first.
Thanks, Ross. I
You're so
appreciate
welcome.
your confidence.
I have the utmost confidence in you. Yes.
Uh, I'll
Go
go open the
first.
first door on the right as we go out the bridge.
As you open this door, a bunch of the lights pop on, boom,
Mm,
and you see what looks like these tiny little um hexagonal alcoves, almost like little bed capsules, and they dot the wall. Um, Actually, this is one of the parts of the ship that actually has some headroom. Goes up to 7 feet, and there's little ladders or a bunch of these little alcoves. Um, Most of them are sealed off, but a few of them are open, and they look to bed, basically like capsule,
hmm
sleeping capsule. Um, there are other rooms that look like they're dedicated to things like hygiene or something else. You aren't really entirely sure. Um, Kind of shell type situation that you
hmm
and but this room that you enter looks to be mostly uh quarters, barracks,
hmm
where they whatever these things. I guess
Is there any?
you should have been able to see pictures of them by now off logs if you guys looked for them.
Yeah, if they've showed up, sure. Or if we came across something that seems like it would indicate that.
Yeah, no, you'd have some logs.
With
They
a,
have this snake-like body with like newts and
oh,
spindly arms and snake-like bodies. They're super thin, kind of short.
Do they walk vertically or on two legs
No,
or four?
or
Four.
but they lay back.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good boy.
Who evolves that way? That seems weird.
I mean, humans didn't evolve to sit on our asses all day either, so you know what I mean? Like,
Just saying, evolving to put your belly out. Not
oh, that's what you
normal.
mean to expose your belly.
Cause they're good
Oh,
news.
you
They're
good
super news.
little newts.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Yes.
But it's an alien race none of you recognize at all.
Who
Uh,
discovered them?
if effectively is discovered a new alien race.
Well,
Um,
famous.
did we
yeah,
see anything in any of the databases or the logs that would
Like
indicate
personal logs. Yeah.
the name they called themselves?
Yeah.
a good question. What did they call themselves? They called themselves the. No, I'm
Jesus,
kidding.
Michael. It's a good one.
They're clickers.
Squealers.
Squealers.
What do I want to call it? What do we want to call them? Well, the crew they get to name them. You name them. You discovered them.
Are they newt?
Newts.
The Newts.
Newts, yep. That's kind of discriminatory, a little bigoted,
Newts.
presumptuous, stereotyping.
We all look the same to you. Every Newt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
every new.
green ones, orange ones, all the same to you. Get these fire orange red
Is
nukes
there
in our dirt.
stuff around? Things, objects?
Stuff like detritus, like drink cups or something. Is that like
Sure. Or, tools or needlepoint or, cat treats. I'm looking
yeah,
at a
there's a
box of cat
couple. Looks
treats.
like somebody didn't have finished their cross stitch project. There's a couple hydro flasks laying around. Hold on, guys. Yep. I don't know if I did it in time.
You did. We got to see we got to see it visually, not auditorily.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, where's my brain? Yeah, I mean, you would see some detritus. You'd also see dust.
mhm,
Uh, Everything has this kind of, again, this metallic kind of weird, uh, almost like phased out metallic mercurial look to
mm,
it.
okay,
Except their bedding. Their bedding looks basically just completely rotted out fabric of some type that used to be there.
okay. Maybe we
Um,
should check out the other rooms, guys. I mean, catalog them and just see what's in there, unless something happens.
Absolutely.
Legacy.
Gotta check out as much of it as we can.
Hmm.
Could be valuables.
Yeah. I was thinking, are you gonna try to steal something, Amy? I don't think it's stealing at this point.
No,
No,
it's archaeology, yeah.
yeah,
Salvage. Yeah.
we're tomb
rightful
raiding.
salvage.
We are tomb raiding.
So you go in one of the other rooms? Is that what I'm hearing, Ditch?
Yeah, we're going to all the other rooms
All the other rooms.
until something
Well,
bad happens, I
eventually.
guess.
Well, the next room you go into looks more sterile. Looks like a laboratory type. There are, as you know, lights flicker on. You flasks and burners and all kinds of apparatus to run experiments and do what look like some kind of scientific experimentation and evaluation analysis type thing. Um, you do you want to just continue? You're just gonna look at them all. You're gonna take a little peek into all of the doors.
Yeah, I want to get a sense of what all the rooms look like, I think.
Well, there's three more rooms. Peek into each one of them. You will find a one that looks like an engine room, one that looks like a basically storage and warehouse. Um, Probably one of the larger rooms,
Hmm.
and the last one you will find with, I already said engine.
Hmm.
Um, like it looks like it's what's a mess hall, like canteen,
Mm,
whatever you want to call it, like a communal room.
okay.
A lot of furniture.
What's the sense of how big the crew could have been? Like, how many sleeping platforms were there?
Couple dozen, 24.
Okay. Does the canteen seem like it could serve half of that at any given time?
Sure. Not really knowing their digestive or dietary habits. Sure.
Right.
I just think of the Mocklins from Orville where they only pee once a year and can eat basically anything.
um, well, I think I want to go check out the engine room.
There we
Really
go.
get to
Oh.
know this place. I don't know. You guys maybe want to go check out some other stuff. Maybe we can all split up.
Oh yeah, I love splitting. I do love when parties split up.
Everybody take a room, see what it is.
Pick a
Seems safe
room.
enough. It's just so interesting. Yeah, I'll just park myself in the engine room and just start staring at things.
None of it makes any sense at first blush. Ditch.
Mm.
Not you're like, what is going like? It's clear that they are. There's you're like there's plasma inducer, phase shift array, some kind of you know wave dispersion units. That looks
Mhm.
like a Heisenberg compensator. Um,
Just you making it sound sexier and sexier. I'm not going to leave the engine room. I'm just going to sit there.
Bye for now.
um, there's a couple Markov generators.
Hmm.
You know, make a. You're like, where? What is it? What is this? This is almost like a nonsense. You don't understand how. Basically, you just do not understand how their technology effectively works.
Well, then that's
At
just
first
that's
blush,
the best kind of problem to have.
but
Scientists love that shit.
um, I'm gonna take the last 10 minutes to do the fingers.
Ooh.
But as Ditch, this camera will show Ditch that like sitting or awkwardly trying to sit in one of these skinny chairs, and just kind of big-eyed, saucer-eyed, staring at the scenery of this engine room. Completely non-organic. It's channeling some kind of viscous metal uh, through injection chambers. He's completely baffled and staring at it, gobsmacked. Um, and we'll fade to black with him just staring up in awe. Uh,
Hmm.
so cliffhangers. So these are I'm gonna see. Player takes turn reading their 3 hooks. I'll start with Amy.
I know there's something unique and valuable around. I must have it. I'm addicted to adrenaline. I take risks for the thrill of it. Ross may be as devious as I am, and they should be tested to find out. Don't think any of them apply. That's why I went through them
Yeah,
quickly.
mine don't.
Didn't leave you guys enough opportunity. That's Ross.
I'm at the mercy of my rage and must struggle against its impulses. Amy's the only one that can calm me down. I want closer to them.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ross. I didn't inject you too much.
Yeah, no,
My
yeah,
bad.
nah, that's okay. These things happen. So they're nuts. Next time.
Um, Win.
Oh yeah, I didn't hit mine. Mine. I didn't have to. I didn't have to dull my stars or numb. Wasn't numb to any suffering. So. Oh.
I guess this was a ditch episode.
Time
Ditch.
episodes focus on certain characters.
Yeah,
Um,
it kind
Yeah.
of was.
Wynn's mind is an empty page. I'll fill it with knowledge.
He did. He
And
was
I
filling
did
it with
try.
knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Ross did not make me feel uncomfortable because he was wearing a vac suit. And I will become obsessed with the mystery to the exclusion of any danger around me. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out in the engine room longer than I should.
Okay, works for
So
me.
I guess I got one.
Okay, now it's mine. Did we complete a mission or contract? In a very technical sense, yes, but in a very real way, no. You did already investigate the mineral outcroppings. Technically, you did do that. Haven't laid your findings back yet. Did we learn something new and important about the universe?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, new
New
new alien
alien.
race, and they have FTL that clearly doesn't work like your FTL.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Did we make a new enemy or thwart an existing enemy? Not really.
no.
Was there a big moment that hinged on a crucial role?
Amy freed us with her second role.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
Otherwise, we'd have been in this space tune.
Um,
Nah.
um, I didn't mean to make getting into the ship as much of a puzzle as it became.
Yeah, sometimes it was appropriate for this. It's an alien ship. You can't just
um,
waltz right through. Like, oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
um, but I hope you guys had fun nonetheless.
Yeah.
I
Always
have fun
fun.
introducing these things to you, so
Yeah.
I hope they were
It was
entertaining
Yeah.
all the same. I know there wasn't a ton of action. You guys have fun.
We still had plenty of chances to fail rolls. Or not
right.
succeed well, most of the time. Except for Amy.
Yeah, you guys keep getting your rolls. Or it's like just lose something. Like, okay, you lost more change.
You lost change.
But yeah, well, I had fun.
There.
I
I had fun.
intend on having you guys. This won't. This isn't going to be the end of this ship for you guys. Just so you, it's not like a wham bam. Oh, so
Cool.
I do intend to there be some kind of.
Nice.
Super duper.
I hope you guys have fun setting up
Cool.
this episode. I think
Always.
we'll
Yeah.
probably resolve it
Absolutely.
next one.
Thank you.
Thank you
Very
guys for
good.
hanging out. I hope you had fun.
Yes, as
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye,
I can't wait
guys.
to listen to this one
Good
next
night.
week.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.